Have you ever walked into an old building and felt a strange chill? Or seen a fleeting shadow out of the corner of your eye? Maybe you've heard a faint sound, like footsteps on an empty staircase or a door closing on its own. It's easy to jump to the conclusion that a ghost is trying to communicate with you. But what if what you're experiencing isn't a spirit at all, but something more like a recording? This is the core idea behind what paranormal investigators call a residual haunting, often nicknamed the residual ghost. So, what exactly is a residual haunting? Think of it like a videotape replaying a moment from the past. It's not an intelligent, interactive spirit. It's an energetic imprint, a psychic echo left behind by a person or an event. These events were usually charged with intense emotion, either something incredibly happy, like a celebration, or something deeply traumatic, like a sudden accident or a moment of intense grief. The theory suggests that powerful emotional energy can be absorbed by the surrounding environment, the walls, the floors, the very stones of a place. This stored energy then replays itself over and over again like a loop. This is why residual hauntings are often so repetitive. People will report seeing the same figure walking down the same hallway at the same time of day, or hearing the same sounds, like a baby crying or a brief snippet of conversation, again and again. The apparition doesn't acknowledge you, it doesn't try to interact, and it doesn't deviate from its path. It's simply going through the motions of a moment that happened long ago. It's completely unaware of your presence because, in a sense, it isn't really there. It's just a playback of old energy. One of the most famous examples of a potential residual haunting is the Brown Lady of Rainham Hall in England. For centuries, people have reported seeing the ghostly figure of a woman in a brown dress descending the main staircase. The apparition never interacts with witnesses. It simply appears, walks down the stairs, and vanishes. Investigators who support the residual theory would argue this is the spirit of Lady Dorothy consciously choosing to haunt the hall. Instead, it's a powerful emotional imprint of her, perhaps from a time she was deeply distressed, forever stamped onto the fabric of the building itself. So, how does this energy get recorded? One popular idea is the stone tape theory. This hypothesis proposes that certain materials, like stone, wood, and even water, can act like a magnetic tape, recording the energy of significant events. When the conditions are right, perhaps a certain time of day, a specific atmospheric pressure, or even the emotional state of the living person observing it, the recording plays back. It is a fascinating concept that tries to bridge the gap between the paranormal and the principles of physics, suggesting that what we call ghosts might sometimes be a natural, albeit poorly understood, phenomenon. This also explains why attempts to communicate with these types of apparitions almost always fail. You can use an EMF meter, a spirit box, or ask questions all you want, but you won't get a response. It's like talking to a character on your TV screen. They can't hear you because they're part of a pre-recorded show. They're not intelligent or sentient. They are simply echoes of the past. So the next time you feel that strange sensation in an old place, consider this. You might not be in the presence of a ghost, but rather you might be a privileged audience to a moment in history replaying itself just for you. What do you think? Have you ever experienced something that might have been a residual haunting? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this dive into the unexplained, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more spooky content. Thanks for watching!